How's it going, guys? It's Shmengar, and I took a break, but I'm back. I don't really feel like addressing it too much, so moving on. I'm doing a Splinter Cat deck today. I plan on doing a lot this week. I saw a lot of cards coming out that I like, so probably gonna do quite a few this week. But Splinter Cat, he will give 6 of you random American folklore cards, wherever they are, 20 until played, and you repeat that if you have 8 or more mythical creatures. That's pretty difficult to fill, because American folklore is pretty niche, and there's not too much synergy between, with mythical creatures at all. So, I did a James deck. And you don't have to have exactly half and half. You just have to have half of your deck to be one to buff the other. So I'm doing 9 history, because I wanted to put in Dark Web. Because it is a big energy week, and I don't really care if half of my deck doesn't get plus 12 until played, because the entire deck pretty much is going to get 15 from it, on top of half the deck getting 12 until played. So, for the mythical creatures, I chose big ones. I try to stay within the 60 power range for Dark Web. So I got Yeti. It's gonna make them lose 5 PPT permanently, and your cards with 7 or more face energy in hand get 20 until played. Lich, he gives you 10 permanent PPT on the draw if you're trailing by 50 or more, on the play if you've lost at least 1 round, and on the return if you lost a turn. Elf is just gonna ping everything by 12, which almost always just cancels out, and then it's gonna gain 60. Orc will give your cards in hand 12 for 3 turns. Revenant will make them... Oh, that is my alarm. Sorry about that. Orc, Revenant. On the draw, your opponent's cards in hand will lose 20 for the turn. That's pretty good. Now, Phoenix. On the draw, your opponent's cards in hand will burn 14 until played, and if you're losing the round, you repeat that. Ibon and Darna. I'm using this again. I figured it'd probably work in here. I do have exactly 3 winged mythical creatures, so your cards in hand will gain 19 until played on the draw. And then there's Pegasus. On the return, your mythical creatures, wherever they are, will get 25 until played. Or not, for 3 turns, I mean. I don't have Poseidon or Medusa in the deck, so I don't get any energy reduction, but that's fine. We get a lot of energy. Alright. Nain Rouge. This one's pretty good. I figured, eventually something will come out of Splinter Cat. Nain Rouge, right? I have faith. But on the return, it loses 50 permanently, and your remaining American folklore cards in hand gain 50 permanently. So that's pretty cool. I used to try to use it as like a, Emperor Overlock kind of thing, where you just kind of play Nain Rouge by itself and then permanently buff a full hand of 50 American folklore cards by 50. It's like, that might work. It didn't, because it was, the deck was bad. I'm gonna try that again, but not in this particular deck, because, I only have 6 American folklore cards. So it's going to be very hard to actually have a full hand of those. Flatwoods Muster gives your American folklore cards 20 until played. Wendigo, I plan on holding. It'll give a random card in hand 30 power and cost +1 for the turn. It's pretty good battery. It'll charge up, gain all the buffs until play buffs, permanent hand buffs, stuff like that, while buffing other things. Hodag, for every life on land card in your deck, it gains 7 until play, which is 8, so what's that? 49? I think. That's not right. 56. 57. I can't do math. It's 56. Is it 56? I'm trying to think about it too hard. It's around that range. Demon Cat does nothing, but it gets hit by Dark Web. Hard specs. If you have 5 or more life on land cards, which we do, we have 8. And 5 or fewer Roman cards, this is the only Roman card. Your life on land cards will lose 15 permanently, and other cards will gain 10 permanently. Well, oh. That makes a lot of sense. No, I actually don't want that in the deck. I did have it in the deck because I thought it was an even split. I thought they would lose 15 and everything else would gain 15. Was not. I forgot about that. I haven't used that in a long time. Well, I feel silly. I've been using that. You know, if I have like all American folklore cards in my round 5, then it feels pretty good. Then everything is just huge, you know. But that doesn't always work out. So I can't have that happening. You know, I can do this instead. So, Night Attack. On the draw, if it's after round 1, your cards, wherever they are, gain 23 this round. Identity Theft. For every legendary card in your opponent's deck, up to a max of 10, your cards in hand gain 4 until play. That's pretty good, especially this week. A lot of the best cards that are huge, that will fit in this week, are typically like legendaries and whatnot. So, Identity Theft will almost always max, if not come pretty close. I've played like 6 or 7. No, that's too little. I think I played like 10 or so games this week, and I maxed out most of them. Then a couple, I think one I got like 28, and then there was a 36. So Identity Theft is pretty good this week. I think that's it. Yeah, that's it. I'm excited for the Marsupials. I saw a very, very good Marsupial coming out this week. I hope it's tomorrow. That's convenient. We can cycle Night Attack now. That's pretty good. And we have Wendigo already. This is pretty good. Wendigo is probably going to be as big as it can possibly get. Because we drew Identity Theft, Adarna, and Nain Rouge on turn 1 with Wendigo. That's crazy. Let's see here. Dark Web. Ouch. Definitely want to play Nain Rouge when we have at least one more American folklore card. We're gonna lose this round. I was hoping to draw 2 American folklore cards, but this is fine, I suppose. Actually, I really don't want to do that. I don't know. It's fine. I got my new microphone in the mail. Cause this new place echoes pretty badly. You know, it's just larger than my old homes. I lived in a trailer before, and I don't have too many things to fill the space. So right now it's pretty echoey. So yeah, right now I'm waiting on a USB to USB-C converter so I can plug my microphone into my phone. Let's see. There we go. Flatwoods came on time. That's too weak. We'll do that first. Yeah. Definitely want to play Splinter Cat there. Yeti, you can go here. And probably want to play Revenant there. I think it really depends on what happens in round 3, but what's probably going to happen is I'm cycling Revenant back to round 4 turn 1 so I can cycle him to round 5 turn 3. Just for the draw effect. Because I don't want to play any mythical creatures, and it's very hard to get all of my American folklore cards in one round. So I at least want to draw him on the last turn to deal an extra 60 damage without having to play him. Let's see. Go ahead and play Identity Theft. There we go. Got to steal that round. Round 3 is looking a lot better, because now Night Attack will activate since it's after round 1. So all of our cards will get an extra 22 power on the draw. Alright, I want to get that stuff out of our hand. Go ahead and play Night Attack, I suppose. You want to make sure you get that in the right slot or the left or middle slot on turn 2, but ideally the right slot on turn 1. See, you know, so you can draw it on the same turn. Turn 1 of round 5. Get the full benefit of the effect. Let's see. This is difficult. I'm just gonna go ahead and do this, I suppose. Yep. I can't stop him. Do I go for the win? Or no? That's the real question. I don't know if I do, actually. Maybe I should have played Pegasus first and then Lich. was he gonna play? He has... no. No. Oh. Oh, this is a shark arena. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. I forgot sharks got arena bonus this week. I don't know, man. Nah, I think I'm just gonna be safe about this. I'm just gonna win this round. Get my Wendigo and Hodag back on the last turn of the game. Try to hold Splinter Cat. The deck does feel better without Horror Specs, where I swapped it for Night Attack. It definitely feels a lot better. You know, sometimes you just think you know what a card does, and you're not really paying attention to what it actually does. That's happened to me quite a few times. I guess that's just one of them. So the whole time I'm thinking my cards are getting, you know, plus 15. Plus 15 and whatnot. And they're not. They're getting plus 10. And then 8 of my other cards are eating a minus 15. Just unaware the whole time. I'm like, wow, I guess this deck just still isn't that good. No, I was just self-sabotaging. Like, I don't even know if James could be... There's really no reason to play him right now, because I don't have enough life to buff my history, so I'll go ahead and do this. Actually, I'm just gonna go ahead and do that. So my Demon Cat can stack some American folklore buffs. So I should be drawing Nain, Rouge, Hodag, and Wendigo. So Demon Cat, Lich, go ahead and play Pegasus. Sharks are still doing a lot of damage. This is not an ideal cycle though. You really don't want mythical creatures in your round 5. Maybe a couple like Revenant. Elf, maybe.
Nain Rouge still is more than Flatwoods. And he's eating a negative 100 permanently. There we go. Nice. I'm just gonna do that one. 1837. You see, that's not so bad. He could do more. But, you know, I think earlier, even when I was using horror specs, I think at one point I pulled off a round 5 at 2000. But, like, that was like the plus 10 permanently, and I had all the American folklore cards in that round, and I drew Revenant last turn of the game. Well, that didn't matter. I forgot that affects their damage, not mine. You get what I'm saying. It was just ideal, but that's pretty good. There's other ways to play with Splinter Cat. I haven't built those quite yet. I messed around yesterday, I think, but I didn't really have too much time to mess with it, and it felt awkward in a statue deck. But I'm gonna try that again because there's different options you can do. You can go Paul Bunyan and Tremendous Trees if you want. You don't get the mythical creature buff. I mean, you want to get it in a statue deck anyway because you need 8 mythical creatures to get the repeated effect of the 20 to 6 randoms. But, you know, if it's in a statue deck, doesn't matter because all of your cards are getting plus 21 from statue anyway. So, it's very interesting. I think Splinter Cat's very good. I think it's a good card. Is American Folklore a good collection? No. It's not. Is it a fun collection? Yes, it is. Does it have interesting cards? Yes. Is that what matters? Yes, most of all. Dang. That's like Black Panther's evil cousin. I might